And a good day, everyone. My name is Jewel, and this is J7409 Weather. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking out the weather with me today on Monday, the 24th of February, 2020. This is the GFS model run, the latest one, regular GFS, courtesy of Tropical Tidbits. I'm just going to let this run for a few moments. What's happening? Well, we've got an energetic storm system, folks. It's going to spread rain across much of the south and eastern U.S., and it's going to be mixed with precipitation over New England. Now, looking like heavy snow is the potential for the Midwest and the Great Lakes today, lasting into Wednesday. It should start maybe late tonight or early Tuesday, actually, and last through Wednesday. Now, we've got some strong and gusty winds spreading down to the Great Basin toward the Southern California area also. That's just some of the headlines going on in the weather today. And once again, this is the regular GFS model. You know, so much stuff's going on in the world, folks, you really don't know what to look at or what to listen to. And you don't know what's the truth when you listen to them. We have so many distractions going on. Over the weekend, one day I worked all day long on this coronavirus, or SARS-CoV-2, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. And yes, folks, it is spreading in some areas at a rapid rate. It's very, very depressing and could be scary. Well, it is at times. But don't let it get you down, but so much. Keep the faith and prepare as best as you can. Prepare for the worst and pray for the best. Because I believe I believe in positive energy going out to God, okay? We all pray about this. We all need to come together every day and pray about this stuff. It's time for family. It's time for togetherness. It's not a time for bickering with each other now. And on social media, it's not a time to bicker with each other either. We all have our own opinions and conclusions to things. Most of them we can't do anything about, except try to turn it around with praying and some positive energy. Now, this is the NAM map. Alright, I'm going to turn it on, and folks, get right, we got some stuff coming, some mess with this weather. Yes, indeed we do. We got a wide variety of weather that's expected to occur across the mainland of the U.S. into midweek as a couple of significant atmospheric disturbances converge and interact with one another over the heartland. This is where it's going to happen now. First of all, an intensifying low-pressure systems bringing moderate to heavy rainfall across Nebraska into Missouri for the morning hours of today. Now, this potential exits for flooding to occur in these areas today before the storm moves further away toward the eastern U.S. tonight. Meanwhile, showers and possibly scattered thunderstorms are expected to develop and expand eastward across the deep south and to the southeast today ahead of this cold front coming. Now, by tonight and into tomorrow morning, the rain is expected to move into many places across the mid-Atlantic and down into the southeast. Central New England can expect mixed precipitation to arrive by tomorrow morning, lasting into Wednesday morning. And yes, I know this stuff is coming for myself. I cannot stand at all today. It's like when I try to stand up, I'm standing on an abscessed tooth. So yes, it's coming, folks. Now, meanwhile, we got another low pressure system. It's getting organized over the northern high plains. This system is expected to spread a swath of snow rapidly across the northern Rockies, eastward through the northern plains today, and it will begin to interact with one of these lows that I've just been talking about, this low pressure system over the Ohio Valley tonight. Now, this interaction will result in a swath of significant snowfall across the Midwest and to the lower to central Great Lakes by Wednesday morning. So you guys look out. And I'm talking, this can be a lot of snow. You could have snow anywhere from 6 inches to 12 inches, and maybe even some higher totals possible. Now, winter storm watches have been issued for portions of the Midwest ahead of this potential winter storm, along with a heavy snowfall. The winds are going to pick up and intensify along the northern and western flanks of the storm late Tuesday, and this should reach a peak of intensity by Wednesday morning. Now, it would lead to blustery conditions with reduced visibilities in these areas due to the combination of the snow and the gusty winds. Colder and drier air. These conditions are going to filter down the backside of the storm, down through much of the Great Plains by Wednesday morning. Now, the mountain snow across the northwestern U.S., it should gradually taper off as a large surface high-pressure system settles into the region. Much of the southwest will be dry and warmer than normal. Now, as the high-pressure system begins to push southward, northerly winds are expected to pick up across the Great Basin today behind a dry cold front. By Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, expect gusty Santa Ana winds. They could impact Southern California as this dry front passes through the region. So please, please be aware of that. I'm not going to go through all watches and warnings this morning. You know the central areas that I have showed you where this will happen when it comes to the snow. Looking like not today, but tomorrow I'll probably put up some of the watches and warnings because it will be more intense at that time. Okay, we got the categorical outlook here for severe weather when it comes to thunderstorm activity today. And we do have an isolated, marginally severe chance. Marginally severe chance of severe storms popping up from southern Missouri into northern Mississippi. Now, if these pop up, it should happen this afternoon and evening, right in here. Western Tennessee, parts of Missouri, parts of Arkansas, and parts of Mississippi. All you guys, I'm saying you have a chance. I'm not saying you're going to have it, but you do have this chance of some severe thunderstorms that could pop up, and they do have, if this will come up here, a 2% chance of a tornado. That's very small, but even at 2%, you know, if you get a thunderstorm, it could be severe. And this chance is in parts of northwestern Mississippi, a little of western Tennessee, Arkansas, and Missouri. So far as the wind picking up today, come on and load up for me. It's for a good portion of northern Mississippi at 5%, parts of Arkansas, Missouri, a good portion of western Tennessee, and a little bit of western Kentucky. You're going to see this wind pick up as I've just told you about. Now, is there any hail? It's just in the very same areas at 5% chance. So do be aware that you could have, not saying you're going to, but there's that chance. As these systems get closer together and start to collide, you could have some severe weather today in the form of thunderstorm activity. I do want to show you the NDFD map right quick, and this will give you a better idea of where the rain should pop up for today, and also where the heavier snow and the darker blue should occur, as well as lighter slow down from Colorado. You can see where it's at. This is Tuesday. We go to that's at midnight. Here's the 6Z run for tomorrow morning. You can see this is a very potent system here, looking like this severe weather is going to move on over into portions of the Florida Panhandle, portions of southern Alabama, portions of Georgia as it moves on through. And that snow, see where it collides with this low and this low? This is where the snow is going to intensify big time by the 12Z run at Tuesday. As you can see, heavier snow up in Illinois, little parts of lower Michigan, got some ice going on down in the lower part right in here on the edge. Little bit of snow and all kind of mixed precipitation, as I told you, going on in New York. Take your pick what you want, but heavier snow in Iowa, parts of Nebraska, parts of South Dakota. By midnight Wednesday, as you can see, this continues to march on across. These two lows they have collided and are together now, and still looking like the possibility of mixed precipitation up in New Hampshire, Vermont, southern Maine to mid-Maine. We got a mixture of stuff going on with rain mainly on the coastline here. But this heavier snow still in these same places. That's why you guys can get, you might get a foot, you might get a little more, you might get 6 inches. It all depends on how fast it moves on out. Now, by the 12Z run on Wednesday, looking like lower Michigan's getting heavy snow with a chance of some ice mixed into it. It should convert mainly over to all snow, as you see, for parts of Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, and very northern edge of New York. But it should be much, much lighter than what these guys are getting. And this severe thunderstorm activity probably will stay with us, even if it's at a lower percent. It could rise. I'm going to keep my eyes on it as it marches across and gets off the coast. Looks like Florida will get the last little bit, if any severe crops up. That will happen by Wednesday. So with that all said and done, have a good day, a blessed day, a safe day. I love you all. I thank you so much for everything you do for me. Peace, love, and kindness to each and every one of you. And thank you so much for watching.